Alright, I'm up to 258.36 miles. Pretty good. But the pace was a little slower. Last week, Runkeeper didn't track me, so I was pretty slow, so I'm not even counting that pace. It's like the best pace, 'cause it's not. But 2 weeks ago, I had a little better pace, but the problem is, and I know what the problem is, I waited a little longer to go on my run. Like, I haven't had breakfast yet, and that's one thing. That's longer. That's a longer fast from dinner until now after I shower and then go ride my bike to get food. But so that was hurting me a little. You can feel it, like, if any of you are, it's probably a little different for everybody, but when I'm like really drained and I need more calories, I can almost feel it like in my arms while I'm running, like, it's too much energy to hold my arms up. I kind of just want to let them dangle. And the other thing is if I wait longer, the sun comes up, and as you can tell, I'm pretty sweaty right now. It was pretty hot out there. My lips are on the brink of chappedness, even though I was drinking water the whole time. But decent run though. I mean, still adding on those miles, and I can admit I'm definitely looking forward to the first snowfall, because I don't know. If I had more time, it might be more fun to like cut out the intervals and then add more miles every week, and I'll probably do that come next spring when I put these shoes back on. And like I said, it's gonna be sporadic. I can't run all the time outdoors here. Sure, the snow melts off pretty quickly, but I'd hate to have to plan around the weather. Like right now, I can run any day. I'll run in the rain. I don't care. Once there's snow on the ground, it's kind of... Sure, I can wear toe socks with these. I do have ones with the little grippies on the bottom. They're on a Xero shoes site as well. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to that snowfall, have a little break. You know, I'm kind of like, I still have that old school. I was never a bodybuilder, but I have that mentality where I like to train for one type of muscle fiber. The slow twitch is what I'm training right now, which is better for endurance runs. It's smaller. That's why like a marathon runner looks really tiny, but they have really strong endurance muscles because that's what they train. We all have slow and fast twitch. We all have different amounts. I'm probably built more for well, I say that just because of my size, but I was gonna say fast twitch, which is like your sprints. Marathon runners don't look like sprinters. Sprinters are big and beefy because those muscle fibers are bigger, but they give out quicker. That's why, well, I don't know if that's why they're called fast twitch, maybe. Or maybe they just twitch faster and then they use up energy quicker, and the other ones are slow. I don't really know. But yeah, so I like to go back and forth. Well, like right now I'm trying to lose weight and I don't want to gain any weight other than muscle. Once that snow hits, I'm going to take a week off. I'm going to find me a gym. I'm going to set up my old DPT powerlifting workout, kind of tweak the exercises a little bit. But I'll still do interval training, just a little, like short intervals before and after each workout, just so I don't gain too much. I'm probably going to even eat even cleaner, like leaner cuts of meat, since I won't be running these long distances to help me keep the weight off. It'll be probably less calories burned. Even like powerlifting burns a lot of calories, but it's more fast twitch focused. And I could make the workout to where it was like interval training, where I would do like set of 3, run over this one, do a set of 3, run over that one, do a set of 3, and then pause. Run over that one, you know. I could do that, but I'd rather just work on building some bigger muscle fibers back, because as you lose weight like this, and as you stop using the fast twitch muscle fibers as much, they degrade, and sometimes the energy used when you're trying to burn fat is muscle at times. That's not, I mean, it happens. It happens. But yeah, let's look at the shoes. I've talked way too much. Way too much. They look good. I really like I said, like every time I'm looking at these, I look at them 4 times a week. I don't see much changes at all. Of course, I'm only like a quarter of the way to the first 1,000 miles, but I don't know. I like running shoes, like regular running shoes. I would bet that they would be falling apart or close to falling apart by now, especially with my weight and I run on paved trail. And that, like, if you're ever in the Springs, run that Rock Island Trail. I just saw it was like, what time is it? I don't even know. Anyway, it's probably like 11 or 12, and I just saw two baby deer just kind of trotting along the path. One jumped over the fence, and the other one was like looking for the opening in the fence. It's just an awesome trail to run, and it goes pretty far east to west. And then there are other trails that go, well, heck, there's a trail that goes, I think, the whole length of the state, north to south. That's why I love it out here. Sure, it's hot, sure, it's dry, sure, it gets windy, and sure, there's some weird weather. But I like it out here. I think this is the lefty. Yeah. This is the lefty. It's looking good. All is well. All is well. See you later. I'm up to 264.53 miles. Today's run was a little slower than last week's, and I even had like a stomach problem from the cheat day last week. And I actually fixed that by dropping that whole box of Triscuits and just going with a nice chunk of cheesecake. Still getting a nice amount of calories, not just straight carbs, a little bit of fat, a little bit of yum, and not too much dehydration from all that salt. But so yeah, my stomach really wasn't hurting me that much, but I did wait until like I woke up late because I went to bed late last night, but I don't know, I probably waited until like noon to take this run. That does hurt. Like, I should be doing it right when I get up, right when it's cold, because it was hot. I stopped for a while before I started recording, so you're not going to see much sweat. You might see some dried salt. I tend to do that when I sweat and then dry off. But yeah, things are going good. Hopefully next week I don't really put it off too much, and I can see if I can keep up the pace. If I can't, and I just continue to either slowly have a slower pace, or I can't really beat the other paces I set, I might stop this early because mentally I may not want to do it. Like, after, I'm the type of person that I've been doing this for almost 2 months, and after 2 months of doing the same thing over and over and over again, you kind of get bored with it. I try to set up my workouts to where it's like I'm doing 2 days of intervals, but both of those days of intervals are different. It's quarter mile, and then one's a 1 minute intervals. And then I do a 40-minute steady state run, then a 60-minute steady state run. And I have a nice space in between, so I try to mix it up because I know I get bored, and you guys probably get bored with it too when you're running. So I don't know. I might mix it up and just wait until it starts snowing, or I might get a gym membership a little sooner than I thought. But then I'd have to set up. I'll probably do powerlifting, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe some MMA training. That one has been on the back burner for a while. I set up an actual mixed martial arts workout based on a bunch of different martial arts, like how they train. There's some crazy stuff out there. There is some crazy stuff. I got like a Shaolin book where they're doing like push-ups, but you just kind of move your fingertips and your toes in one direction when you push up, and it kind of looks like you're floating. I think they call it like a floating caterpillar or something. I don't even know. But it looks weird whenever you do it, but you're really working your muscles, and there's just so many different exercises I'm finding from different martial arts. But that's down the line. I don't even know if I could do that, because I'd really like to have a place to set up my boxing gear and all that stuff. But somebody else wants to talk. But let's take a look at them there shoes there so I can eat. I'm freaking hungry. And that's another thing, like when I change up these workouts, like I said, I'm going to change up the diet too. Because, man, 2 months eating, sure I have like, I don't know, 4 different meals and then 1 cheat meal that I've been making for 2 months. It gets old. It's cheap. I mean, you can buy potatoes in bulk, but come on. Come on. We like variety. It's looking pretty good though. It's not. That's getting nice and slick there. I don't know if it's changed that much, but you can almost. It's getting to the point to where the little V's or chevrons or whatever they call those are kind of not visible anymore in that one little spot. But I do notice, like, I don't really stretch before I run. And some people are all about it. Some people are all about stretching after they run. Some people like to warm up. I used to warm up with like a minute of jumping rope. I just don't do that anymore. So I kind of, my first few minutes is kind of warm up, and sometimes I notice a little soreness, and I think it's the right foot. Not like injury soreness, but like not quite awake yet soreness. And I don't know. That's just how I am. Maybe it's not good. Who knows? You tell me. Is it bad? Should I be doing like jump rope and jumping jacks and backflips and all that good stuff? Because I don't know everything, man. I'm not acting like I do. But yeah, if you're gonna run barefoot out here, you don't want to moisturize those feet. They get dry as hell. Dry as hell. So I moisturize after every shower. Kind of girly. Kind of not, because who wants fucking nasty ass cracked feet? Huh? You want that? I don't fucking think so. Let me get some food in me, alright? I don't need to keep talking to you. You don't need to go ahead. Well, no, wait, there's a clip after this, so you go ahead and stay here, but I'm gonna go eat. Peace. Hey, how you guys doing? Good? I'm up to 266.16 miles, but I'm starting to notice something. Every single time I go out, now I did kind of delay it, which is also part of what I'm about to say. Every time I'm going out for runs now, I'm just kind of like, I'm not feeling it. And it shows in my pace. And every other time it was better pace, better pace, better pace, better pace. And sure, I was dropping a lot of weight, but I've been steady on about 2 pounds per week, so my pace should increase. It's just mentally, which running is a lot. It's mostly mental. It's not just physical. Sure, you can be a certain weight, you can have a certain amount of muscle, but it's a lot of this. It's up here. And if you're not really into it anymore, which is what happens with every workout, you shouldn't just give up. Don't just give up and I'll get back into working out some other time. That's when you want to start planning your next workout, which is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I said I was going to wait until the first snowfall, but I don't know. I'd rather not just go out there and run and just, do the motions. I like to be excited for better results and shit like that. But everybody's different. Everyone's different, and, some of you will be disappointed. Some of you won't even care because you don't even watch these videos. Good, good, good. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to have to move on here. I'm thinking I'm going to do this last chunk. I think I'll post a video tomorrow, or maybe I'll skip posting that. Well, now I'll probably post a video tomorrow, and then post my last 2 runs, just so you guys can see the miles I've racked up. And yeah, I'm gonna come back to running at some point. It's just right now, I don't know. It's just it's gonna be, when I end this, it'll be past 2 months, I think, or something like. It's pretty close to 2 months, and I don't know, when you're doing the same thing and all I'm doing is running. Sure, I do intervals, and I do intervals a different way, and then I do steady state, and then I do steady state a little longer, but it's just running, and that gets boring for me. So I'm gonna look into a gym. I'm gonna do some running. I'll do a little bit. I'm probably gonna do a quarter-mile walk, quarter-mile run before I work out, and then after I'll probably do 10-minute or 10 1-minute intervals. Just so you know, I'm not going to pack on blubber. I'm going to pack on muscle. Maybe a little, no blubber, because I'm going to change my diet, which I probably already mentioned. A leaner protein source. Because for part of my breakfast, not every day, but part of it is sausage. Not very lean. But I'm going to keep the chicken breast. I'm just going to grab onto another lean meat. I'm going to cut out the barbecue sauce that I put on the chicken. I'll just get a nice chicken seasoning. I'll cut out the ketchup that goes with the potatoes that were fried in peanut oil. That's a lot of calories, so little change-ups. Little. Little ones, not giant, not too big, little ones. But yeah, that is how things are gonna go from here on out. And let's take a look at these. How are these looking? Pretty good. Pretty good. Same old. So yeah, I've not even scratched the surface of the 5,000 miles. But you know, I knew it was gonna take a while, and you knew it. You knew it. I'm not gonna throw down 100 miles a week or anything like that. But yeah. So change is gonna come. Change gonna come, and it's right around the corner. And what I like to do, if you're like me, and a lot of people are, you'll get bored with the workout. Give yourself a week off. Cheat. Go out to eat every single night if you want. I don't care. I'm not your mom. But here's what else you do. You plan your next workout during that week. You got a week to do it. Look around for a gym membership. Try something else. Like I could probably, I don't know, work in long bike rides, this and that, and change things up, go on hikes. But, you know, it's going to get cold pretty soon, so might as well head on inside and pack some meat back on these bones. Because this workout was more towards, you know, dropping weight pretty quick, not too fast. I didn't want to drop it super fast. But, yeah, I probably lost some of my bigger muscles. They probably degraded a little bit. Here's the left shoe. So yeah, it is coming to an end. You might get one more video, which would be this one, or you might get two, which would be the next one. I doubt I'm going to bring a camera into the gym because it's not even related to this goal at all. Sure, I'm going to be running a little bit on the treadmill, but I'm not going to count it. I'm probably just going to wear my Converse shoes that I like to wear when I power lift. You cool with that? If you're not, leave a comment. Tell me not to stop, man. Just tell me what you want. Nah, I'm going to stop. Because I decide, and you should decide, when you change up your goals. And I didn't really have a goal for this. It was just, you know, I wanted to add some miles on these. And I wanted to lose some weight. So I lost a lot of weight. And I'm good. I'm going to lose a little more. And people be like, how are you losing weight while you're still lifting? Because I'm changing the diet as well. And I'm running as a warm-up and a cool-down. And I'm still going to gain some weight. But it's going to be muscle. Muscle is dense. You're not dense. See you later. How are things going for you now? About the same as, what, 5 minutes ago? I don't even know how long the last clip was. I did pretty well today. I procrastinated a lot. I'm really not mentally into it. I almost fell asleep, laid down for a little bit. I just kept putting it off, but when I got out, the sun was already down. It was nice and cool, and I just really pushed myself hard, and I got the fastest set of 1 minute intervals yet. It was over 2 miles. I think I'm up to, I think it's like 268. What is it? 268.26 miles total. Fastest intervals to date. In fact, like if you saw it, I think it was like 9 minutes 30 something average pace, which a lot of people, myself included, when I started this, probably couldn't even have ran that if I ran 20 minutes straight to keep that pace. So pretty good. Pretty good. Even saw a mom deer and her baby, and they just kind of looked up. They were eating. The baby was a little more scared than the mom. I don't know. They were cool. They were all good. But yeah, let's take a look at the shoes. I'm really looking forward to the cheat week. I miss going to the gym, and that's why I started running. I missed running. But yeah, let's take a look. Things are good. In my mind, they all look good. So I've really got 2 more runs to go to really push myself before I take a big old break from running. Yeah, but I feel good. That was fun so far. I still have the 40-minute run, which that doesn't really ever bother me. 60-minute does if I mess up my cheat day. And well, I guess if I put off the running until later in the day when it's hot, and it kind of bothers me. But feeling good. I need to eat. It is late, and I got work tomorrow. But yeah, I'm already planning how I'm gonna binge out. Not really binge, because I've learned from the past, like if you just, I've had diets or like workouts where I have a cheat day, and I will just freaking eat as much as I can, and it's like it almost takes 2-3 days to recoup from that. So I'm not gonna go too horribly out there. I'll eat out at lunch at work instead of bringing leftovers from dinner, and I might order in one meal for that whole week, and have some, little sweet treats with dinner. Maybe a little cheesecake, or gummy bears. The basic carbs that I always go for, just a little bit each night. But yeah, just pace yourself a little bit, and it'll be all good. By the time I get into the next workout, I'll probably have gained a bit of weight. That's okay. When I've lost, I probably will lose maybe 2 pounds this week, so 32 around there pounds lost. I'm good. I'm not gonna gain that back in a week. I mean, if I really tried, I could probably gain 10 in a week if I were to binge and just eat. I mean, I work in an industry that makes it quite easy to eat. But now I'll be alright, and you'll be alright, and I'll see you in the next clip, which is coming right up after this, because I decided I'm only going to post one more video, and I'll post it at the very end, so keep watching. Hello, people of the internet realm, check me out. Yeah, I'm fully dressed again because I had to run in and pick up my bike, and I brought a change of clothes with me, and my bike lock, and all this, and my backpack, so it did add a little bit more weight, but I had to change because I was going to eat breakfast. It's my cheat day. I ate breakfast. But, of course, Runkeeper gave out at about, I would say, not even a mile and a half in. This app's starting to bother me, which is great because I'm done after tomorrow. I have one more run, so I had to go through and piece by piece just mentally remember, okay, I turned here, I turned there, this and that, and I had to run a different path through town to get to the bike shop. So all that running around, and I got to the bike shop and I still had like 10 minutes left, so I was going up the road and I looped back, and then I come down the alley and I loop back. So all those loops, as you know, changing your direction like that slows you down. So it was probably one of the worst paces I've had for these 40 minutes. I don't know, maybe not the whole time, but like it set me back pretty far, and it helps to have that every minute, you know your pace, if you're slowing down, you're picking up, but oh well, doesn't really matter, as long as I put in the miles, and I'm up to, I always forget if I get too far into the video and I haven't said it already, 272.34 miles, pretty good. Oh, bless me, allergies. Yeah, I still haven't gotten a handle on those. I'm gonna buy some raw honey here pretty soon. Schmidt apiaries. Yeah, but things are going good. Yeah, I am dressed now, but I did wear the shoes. You can ask the guys at the bike shop. Go into Ted's Bicycles and ask if I didn't change in their changing room and make it all steamy because I was sweating so much. But here are the shoes. They've held up quite nicely for this little chunk of running. I'm going to get back into it probably in the spring, once I miss it and I'm kind of sick of being in the gym. That's all it really is if it's the same thing over and over, you get bored. And that's all it really is. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to work out in the gym after the next run, which you're going to see right after this clip. Well, at least me talking about the results. I won't be taking you with me. That's way too hard. But yeah, I'm going to work out in the gym probably anywhere from, I'll set up 2 to 4 different workouts. I'm probably just going to revamp old DPT workouts. That website's gone. Dynamic Plateau Training still lives on through me, at least, and anybody that I train. But I'm going to do powerlifting first, and then I'll see what I want to do there. Maybe something to lose weight after that one. and then something to bulk back up. We'll see. You know, that's a lot of months. I'm starting here. It's September, so you got September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So 8 months. It's kind of hard to do one workout for 8 months. A workout every 3 months. You know, maybe I get 3 in there. Maybe I'll do a workout every 2 and get 4 in there. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably just do it until I get bored, and that's you never know when you're gonna get bored. You might set up a workout for 4 months and end up doing it 2. You might end up doing it 4. You might end up doing it 3. You might want to stretch it out. It's really up to you, and if the results are really what's going to keep you going. And my results are kind of falling off, and it's just because I'm not really mentally into it anymore. I'm ready for something else. I lost. Ooh, I about told you. Ooh, I almost told you. I lost a substantial amount of weight. I don't know if you can see it in my face. That's where I lose it a lot, and in my arms. I lose it in my pecs, which means that some of that muscle does degrade because you don't like. It's not like I'm doing handstands while I'm running. I don't really need to use that muscle group as much while I'm running. So I think your body's pretty smart. It knows where to if it needs energy by you know, degrading some muscle and converting it into what you need to get by. I don't want to get too scientific, but it'll use what you're not using. It's not going to take apart my legs too much because I'm using them like crazy and get some nice definition in there. But yeah, I mean, change is on the horizon. I have my cheat meals all planned out. Going out to eat every single day at work for 5 days, and because normally what I do is I make my dinner, I make it double, make 2 times as much, and then I take that to lunch at work. You can ask everybody at work. They always, sometimes they seem to mind a little. It's like, dude, what does it matter? I'm still eating French fries and barbecue chicken and like mashed potatoes with sausage and cheese, and like, it's not like it's super healthy food, but it's healthier and cheaper than if I would be going out to eat all the time. Today I had a really nice breakfast, very nice. If you're ever in Colorado Springs, I recommend the Omelet Parlor. Some of the best breakfast around. Somebody wants to text, but yeah. I have to actually take a shower now. I just kind of toweled off at the bike shop and put on some new clothes so that I was presentable for the lovely ladies who serve you at the Omelet Parlor. Say I'm going to shower up. I'm going to go get groceries and ship out a package. And yeah, you don't really need to know any of this, but I'm just telling you guys it. So, you guys have a great day. It's pretty hot out there. I don't know if it's hot where you are, but if it is, still have a great day. Because today's not too bad. I got my bike back, still needs fixed. Again, you don't need to know this. See ya. Alright, 278.28 miles is where I'm going to stop now until probably the spring. I don't know, I might squeeze in a run here and there. And usually when I run outside, it's always in these shoes. But, give you a little glance over at the right one that looks alright to me. It's a little tar on it or something. Yeah, looks good. Runkeeper gave out. It didn't even last a mile. This time it was like 0.6 miles and then just stops. So I'm pretty glad I don't have to use that for a while. Maybe they'll fix it. Maybe I'll have a new phone by then. I don't even know. But yeah, it gave out. So I was like, you know what? Instead of trying my last run for a while to just push myself super hard, and why not just run? Just run, you know, go the distance. It was pretty slow, at least because I had to go through and manually do all the stuff. So it wasn't even quite 6 miles. It was close. It was like 5.94 or something like that. I don't care. It doesn't really matter. At least I put in some miles. I ran for an hour. It was pretty hot out. Slept in because I stayed up late last night. Have to get my 8 hours, man. Around 8 hours. Whenever the body says get up, I'm good to go. But I mean, at least I did have my watch. I don't know if that's in focus or not. pretty much exactly an hour. I was ready to finish it at that point. I felt decent. Still had a little bit of stomach problems, but it's because of the cheat meals, and plus, like, yesterday I went all out on my cheap breakfast because it's the last one I'm gonna do, at least at that place, the omelet parlor. Oh, so good, so good. But yeah, I'm gonna stick to one place now because the winter months, and if I'm riding my bike there to kind of earn that cheap meal, I want it on the way to getting groceries so that I'm not making too many trips out in the winter. But I feel pretty good. My shoulders hurt from yesterday whenever I had my bike lock, which is one of those really heavy duty, I think it's the Forget About It Kryptonite U-lock. It's freaking heavy. I had shoes, I had boxers, socks, shorts, a shirt, I had deodorant and cologne and my keys and a full water pack, all in my backpack. So I'm feeling that up in my shoulders a little bit, in the traps. But well. Well, no pain, no gain, but that's it for now. I'm probably gonna, like I said, if I don't know, if somebody wants to run, I might pop them on and go running. But I'm not gonna wear these in the gym. I don't want to wear these on a treadmill. That's just not really worth it. But I'll be back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, man. I put a lot of miles on them in the past 2 months. I dropped a lot of weight, which doesn't matter to you. And see, I didn't try to slip up that time. But things are good. Like, I think they're holding up well. Do I believe that they'll last 5,000 miles? I don't know yet. 1,000 for sure. I'm almost certain these would last up until 1,000 miles, even with my weight. Which I'll give you a hint. I am over 220 pounds right now, but I've lost a lot of weight. So when I started out, I was even more hefty. But yeah, I think 1,000 for sure. Which honestly, if you had a pair of running shoes that lasted 1,000 miles, that's ridiculous, man. Not a lot of shoes will hold up. They'll give out. The insoles will definitely rub into the foam, and like the bottoms will start rubbing out. It's just, they're worth it, man. They're worth running. Sure, it's gonna take a little bit, and you just have to work on your foot placement and all that. But these are definitely worth it. So I'll see you soon. I'll be making other videos on my other channel, sure, and I might put some up on this one if I get some hikes in shortly. But so we'll see. I don't know. The winter's not just around the corner or anything, and fall here is usually still pretty warm, so and you never know. I might get in a couple good hikes, throw some instrumental videos your way, or you're gonna have to look at my other channels to see what I'm doing. But for now, these shoes are gonna go back in the closet, collect a little bit of dust until spring rolls around. But I'm gonna hit up the gym, do some little bit of intervals for cool up, or warm up and cool down, and I'm gonna do some deadlifting, and then I'll decide where I'm gonna go from there. Who knows? Maybe I'll decide. Maybe I'll find a place with an indoor track, and I'll break these babies out. I love indoor tracks because you can kind of lean into the turns if they're slanted. But we'll see. We will see what happens. Thanks for following along. I doubt most of you did, but if you're watching this, I guess all of you did, because how would you hear these words otherwise?